Hi, I'm Angel Balance, your Warrior Master Trainer and Warrior Kids format lead. Today, I'm so excited to bring you Warrior Kids Lesson 14, which perfectly correlates with Warrior Strength Lesson 23, Burn, containing our unique cardio countdown formula, our theme-based stations, go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, with each move reimagined for kid friendliness and fun in functional fitness. I want to bring your attention to something different about your notes today. Your Warrior Kids Lesson 14 notes now contain the same emojis that you often find in your timer. We hope that this helps you not only while you are learning your lesson, but also getting creative and imaginative and playful with your kids in all the moves. Spurring on conversation and interaction with your kids really creates a fun experience. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. So we go with our warm up first. As you know, our warm up is 3 minutes in length, and we are preparing the body for the work ahead. We have 4 moves, and we're going to move through each one of those moves, starting with our marching soldier. Lifting our knees up high, pumping our arms as we go. Remember, you have the option to really have fun with this and maybe form the choo-choo train, follow the leader style, and march around the room. You could also decide that you would like to lead the choo-choo train around the room. I find that can be a lot of fun. Then, after your marching soldier, we go into a jump rope. This can be a marching jump rope, a stepping jump rope, a hopping, or a fast, speedy jump rope. After our jump rope, we then return to a march, but we get our kids thinking and participating by counting to 5 before drawing a big circle with their knee out to the side. It will naturally alternate right and left as you go. You can start right, left, right, big circle. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big circle. I like to have them count out loud with me. Big shout, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big circle. After you've gone through it the first time and you repeat back the second time, maybe you decide to cut it down to 3 and you would do it 1, 2, 3, big circle. 1, 2, 3. I took 4 steps on that one. But again, have fun with your kids, get them thinking, have them shout it out. I find that kids really like to participate when you invite them into it. On our final move, we step out nice and wide and we are swaying through a lateral lunge. You could start with your hands down, tapping thighs, and then use your imagination. Have them be swaying trees in the breeze, branches up high. Maybe they are wiggling their fingers like the leaves on the trees. Repeating all of those moves one more time through, you then take a 30-second break and you are ready for your get in motion station, which coincides with mobility from your Warrior Strength 23 burn. This is a 6-minute station, 60 seconds, followed by 30-second intervals, and we are rotating through 4 moves. Your first move gets your imagination going right off the bat. And it's a little silly, but that's what makes it fun. So we're going to pretend we're doggies with long tails coming down to the floor. I'm going to go profile for you. It's just more friendly for the camera, but consider maybe also doing it for your kids in the class. So hiking up and pretending we are doggies with long tails. We lift our leg high to the sky. And then we're gonna try to like we're a silly dog, so we're gonna try to scratch our elbows with our long tail. So bring your tail to your left elbow, then your right elbow. Scratch, 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 and lift it back up. You plant your tail back down. And can you reach your right hand to your left leg? Oh, wow, you're so strong. Now we're going to lift our left leg up to the sky. Lift your long doggy tail high to the sky. And you guessed it, we got a scratchy elbow again. So let's bring our tail all the way, tucking it under. Scratch and scratch. And step back to your down dog. And now your left hand reaches for your right leg. And done. Woo! So again, really silly, imaginative move. Maybe you use it as an opportunity to, once again, get interactive with your kids. Ask your kids, who has a doggy at home? Have you ever seen them tuck their tail between their legs, or like try to nibble on the tips of their tails? Isn't it kind of cute? Maybe they're cats. Maybe they're not doggies. Maybe they're cats. But have fun with it and get the imagination going. Okay. Number 2, we lay down on our back and we're going for a starfish twist. So we're going to lay down on the floor and pretend we're starfish. Tell your kids to bring their right toe, keeping it straight. Bring your right toe over to your left hand. Can you touch your left hand and then circle it back through starfish splat, and then twist to bring your left leg to your right hand. Oh my goodness. And back over again. Boom. You only get 30 seconds for that move. So you may only get through it a couple of times, like one time each side. And that's okay. We then are going to stay down on the floor for move number 3. In move number 3, we are pretending we are spiders on a web, and we are hungry spiders. Does anybody know what a spider likes to snack on? And then most of the kids are going to yell out, bugs. So we are hungry spiders looking for our next snack on our web. So getting on our hands and our knees, we step our right foot big, ooh, onto our web and stick it there. Then we look up high and we see a snack waiting for us up in the web. We reach, and grab our snack, put it down on the mat, and we're going to squish it with our elbow. Then we'll switch and alternate to the other side. Big step, spot the snack, reach, put it down, squish it, and come back through the center. Our final move is coo and moo, affectionately named. Of course, it is our pigeon pose and cow face pose. So bringing our right knee forward first for this whole 30-second block, we are proud chest up with the right knee forward for our pigeon. And we could tell our kids, since we're here for about 10 seconds or so, we say, hey kids, did you know this is called a pigeon pose? So we're all pigeons right now. Do you know what sound a pigeon makes? And they go, coo, coo. Can you make that noise with me? Coo, coo. And then you say, okay, now we're going to be cows, bringing your back leg all the way around on top of your leg. Hold on to your ankles. Sit up nice and tall. What sound does a cow make? Moo. And they might shout it. They might say it with giggles. And that is what makes this fun. You'll repeat all 4 of these moves exactly the same way, except when you come back to your coo and moo, you'll lead in a left knee for your pigeon and sweep your right leg around for your cow face. Take a 30-second break, and then we hop up to our feet for heat it up. As you know, our heat it up, We want to, just how it sounds, continue to heat it up from the inside and start to break a sweat. Tapping into the larger muscle groups, we have 5 minutes on the clock, and these stations are back to back, 30 seconds each. We are going to start with a skater with a front and back bunny hop. Once again, we have the help of our stuffy. So let's pick up our stuffy and or ball. And I like to use this, hug it close as you get your kids to step over to one side of the mat, ready for their skater. They're going to step out wide and push their stuffy around and then back in like they're giving it a hug. Then they're going to hop forward in a little bunny hop fashion, front and back. Then they skater leap and front back, skater leap and bunny hop, just like that. With the stuffy in their hand, it really kind of helps them stay focused on following the motion with their arms. Then we're going to take our stuffy, we put it down at the front of our mat or maybe the middle of the mat, and you come to your knees or toes for a push-up. Now, I got silly again and a little sweet with this move. We plant our hands with fingertips nice and wide in line with our shoulders. We're ready for our push-up. As the kids come down to their push-up, they're looking at their stuffy friend and they are going to give their nose a little boop on their stuffy's nose, like an Eskimo kiss. So bending elbows, they go boop. And then step or hop in to the front of your mat, grabbing their stuffy. They hug their stuffy in, mimicking the row that we saw Ellen do with dumbbells in Warrior Strength Lesson 23 Burn. We're just having them utilize their stuffy for it. Put it back down on the mat, plant their hands, hop or step back into plank, give another boop, and step or hop in, hug up, and we do it again. Continuous work for 30 seconds, and then we immediately go into our Spidey sideways crawl. Now for this move, I'm not holding the stuffy. I'm once again going to put the stuffy down on the floor. Maybe the stuffy sits up and watches me crawl side to side. So I'm being a silly spider, and I'm going to play by crawling sideways. So I could be on hands and knees, or I could pop my knees up off the floor and crawl sideways and then pass by my stuffy over to the other side and then pass again. Once I'm finished with my Spidey sideways crawl, I'm now going to go back into a push-up position. We're calling this one puppy push-up, paw reach. Because on this one in particular, we want to encourage everyone to be in a kneeling push-up. And so we're mimicking a little puppy tail behind us, being playful and reaching a paw forward to touch the stuffy or high five the stuffy or tap the stuffy on the head. So here we go. We are in our little puppy push-up. We come down to our mat and we reach our right paw to tap our stuffy and then push away, coming back down, paw reach, and back up again. Your final move for heated up is a swing jack. We pick up our stuffy friend or the ball, we pop up to our feet, and we tell our kids to have their feet wide. They swing their stuffy and jacking their feet together and swing it down low, jacking feet apart, over and over again. Once you're done with all 5 moves, you repeat them through again from the top. Then you take your 30-second break, and you are welcome to put your stuffies down during that time. Encourage them to run and go get some water, maybe even high five a friend before they go. And we are ready for Tabata time. Tabata time is an opportunity to get our kids jumping. We are going for breathless kind of breathing, getting the kids really huffy puffy in 4 minutes with our Tabata timing. 20 seconds on, followed by 10 seconds off. We have 4 moves. Move number 1 is sport themed. We're going to go for a shuffle into a tuck jump. And so maybe we ask our kids, do I have any soccer players in the room? And so we bring them over to the side of our mat and we put our hands out in front of us like we're goalie, waiting to be able to block. And we're going to shuffle over and then jump. Ask them if they can tap their knees when they jump. Shuffle over and tuck jump, tapping their knee again. Of course, you have the option for no impact. You could step and then tap the outside knee, step, and tap the outside knee. Your next move after a 10-second break or recovery, you come down to the floor. Maybe they had so much fun the first time with their little Eskimo kiss that you would want to bring it back again. You could have them put their stuffy here or no equipment whatsoever. It's just an idea. So they have a nice high plank, shoulder tap, right and left. Then they walk down to their elbows, right, left. This is the opportunity for them to go boop again and up again. Then they alternate to the other arm leading the way over and over and over until 20 seconds is up. Take a second recovery and we stand back up. I like the ball for this next one. It's jack with a touchdown. It is a jack stance jack, but we're going to call it a touchdown. So I like to have the kids have the ball in one of their hands, jack overhead, and then touch it to the floor. Jack overhead, touch it to the floor. After we finish our 20 seconds on of jack touchdowns, we then are going to go into ninja mode. Put your ball down, and we go back into a side lunge like we did in our warm-up when we were swaying side to side, but we're changing it up and we're going to be sneaky like a ninja. So our ninja's in a fight and someone's coming after him and he's going to get low and out of the way over to the side in a lateral lunge. And then he's going to be like Karate Kid and balance on a knee. And then 4 punches out to the front. Boom, 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 boom. Do it again, same side. Oh, boom, 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 boom. And again. Oh, it's so much fun because they're trying to balance. And so give them permission to kind of, if they want, they can tap and then lift their knee and put their toe on the floor over and over again as many times as they need to. And then we repeat all 4 moves again. When we come back to our ninja lunge knee 4 punches, we will perform all the side lunges to the left. Okay, move your feet. We are now in a 3-minute station. This one is our agility focused work. We have 2 moves and we alternate through a 30-second working interval, followed by a 15-second recovery interval. Our first move, we are inviting our kids to sink down into a squat. Hands are in front of their heart, and we're going to ask them to tap their right toe out to the side, step it back in, and then blast off into a jump. So we call this a torpedo tap and blast. Ask your kids to act like they are torpedoes or rocket ships and they're ready for takeoff. So they load down, they tap a toe, and then they shoot up into the sky, blast off. We take a 15-second break. In our next move, I was feeling a little inspired, I think, because I recently saw the movie. I recently watched Wicked with my kid, and I was inspired by the Yellow Brick Road and Dorothy and Scarecrow. So when I saw the Scarecrow row, I thought, yeah, no problem. Let's put these moves together. So here we go. You're Dorothy. You're on the Yellow Brick Road. You're walking along and you see the Scarecrow. Show me your Scarecrow. Whoop. And you go, oh, pleased to meet you. And you get ready to curtsy. So you're going to swish your skirt really big like Dorothy. Cross into your curtsy and swish your skirt up, ready to give the Scarecrow a hug. Then show me your Scarecrow and swish, swinging your arms. So you can really get your kids moving and swishing side to side over and over and over again. You start again with your torpedo, tap and blast, then come back to your Scarecrow and curtsy. Then you take a 30-second break. You go right into strong on the inside. Encourage your kids, especially after the move your feet agility block. They're probably really sweaty and maybe feeling a little like they want some water. So again, encourage your kids to take frequent water breaks during your 30-second prep time, and then have them come back to their mat ready to go for strong on the inside. 2 minutes, 2 moves, 25 seconds of work with a quick 5-second transition. We come back to the floor for this station and we have a 2-part move. We're going to pretend we're crabs on the beach. So show me your best crab. Oh, okay. Now lower down, step out, straight legs, and lift up. Whoops, I hit my dumbbells. Flat as a surfboard. Come back in. Show me your best crab. Back down. Legs come out straight. Straight as a surfboard. Ooh, yes. Okay. Once you're finished with that, you only have 5 seconds. You got to quickly just flip them over, plant their hands, and find down dog. Now, we're calling this a tent that folds, hopping or stepping your feet in. Whoop, fold it up nice and tight. Have them wrap their hands around their legs and give it a little hug. And then we're going to fly up like a bird. Whoop, and back down again. Maybe they're those pigeons taking off to flight. So you can have them coo again. Then make me a tent, fold it up, whoop, give it a hug, fly up, coo, and back down again. Okay, you repeat your crab, you repeat your tent, fold, pop up, and fly move. And then you get a quick little 30-second break, in which time you're inviting the kids to think, what was your favorite move today? What was that one move that you just had so much fun doing? Maybe it was your Scarecrow curtsy. Maybe it was your Spidey sideways crawl. Maybe it was your puppy push-up. Whatever your favorite move was, you get to do it. And you give them 1 minute on the clock to do that one move the whole time, having the best fun ever. Let them know about the halfway point if they need to switch sides. If they have a move like the ninja move where they're only moving to one side, give them the opportunity to do ninja to the other side at the 30-second mark. After 1 minute, you're ready for your 3-minute cool down. I like to return the kids back to the very first move from the warm up, but instead of pumping up arms and trying to get their heart rate up, we slow things down. So we might march nice and slow. We might have a fun choo choo and then come back to our mat and go into our stretches, allowing their heart rate to come down and for them to once again high five each other, tell each other good job, and thank them for coming. Speaking of thank you, instructors, for sharing Warrior Kids with your pockets of the world. Thank you for bringing Warrior Kids into your schools and your churches, your parks, your gyms, and your neighborhood gatherings. We would love to continue to see more. Tag us on social media so we can see you sharing kids with your kids. Thank you again.